The General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper, sometimes called Predator B, is an unmanned aerial vehicle capable of remotely controlled or autonomous flight operations, developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems primarily for the United States Air Force. The average unit cost of an MQ-9 is estimated at $30 million in 2021. The turboprop-powered, multi-mission MQ-9 remotely piloted aircraft was first flown in 2001. MQ-9 has an endurance of over 27 hours, speeds of 260 knots and can operate up to 50,000 feet. With 11-meter length and 20-meter wingspan, it has a 3,850-pound payload capacity that includes 3,000 pounds of external stores. The aircraft carries 500% more payload and has 9 times the horsepower. It provides a long endurance, persistent surveillance, and strike capability for the warfighter. An extremely reliable aircraft, MQ-9 is equipped with a fault-tolerant flight control system and triple redundant avionics system architecture. It is engineered to meet and exceed manned aircraft reliability standards. MQ-9A is powered by the flight-certified and proven Honeywell TP33110 turboprop engine, integrated with digital electronic engine control, which significantly improves engine performance and fuel efficiency, particularly at low altitudes. MQ-9 is capable of carrying multiple mission payloads which include electro-optical infrared, Lynx multimode radar, multimode maritime surveillance radar, electronic support measures, laser designators, and various weapons and payload packages. The weapons carried include the GBU-12 Padway 2 laser-guided bomb, the AGM-114 Hellfire 2 air-to-ground missiles, the AIM-9 Sidewinder, and the GBU-38 Joint Direct Attack munition. Tests are underway to allow for the addition of the AIM-92 Stinger air-to-air missile. MQ-9 Reaper crews stationed at bases such as Creech Air Force Base, near Las Vegas, Nevada, can hunt for targets and observe terrain using multiple sensors. One claim was that the onboard camera is able to read a license plate from 2 miles away. In 2006, Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force General Michael Mosley said, "We've moved from using UAVs primarily in intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance roles before Operation Iraqi Freedom, to a true hunter-killer role with the Reaper." The U.S. Air Force operated over 300 MQ-9 Reapers as of May 2021. Several MQ-9 aircraft had been retrofitted with equipment upgrades to improve performance in high-end combat situations, and all new MQ-9s would have those upgrades. On October 28, 2007, the Air Force Times reported an MQ-9 had achieved its first kill, successfully firing a Hellfire missile against Afghanistan insurgents in the Day-Raywood region of the mountainous Oresgon province. To date, the MQ-9 has been acquired by the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, NASA, the Royal Air Force, the Italian Air Force, the French Air Force, and the Spanish Air Force. Its most notable missions include operations in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. The TAI Aksungur is an unmanned aerial vehicle built by Turkish Aerospace Industries for the Turkish Armed Forces. The first unit was delivered to the Turkish Naval Forces on October 20, 2021. It is intended to be used for long-term surveillance, signals intelligence, maritime patrol missions, or as an unmanned combat aerial vehicle. Aksungur performed its maiden flight on March 20, 2019 and lasted 4 hours 20 minutes. It used the automatic landing and takeoff feature. The aircraft is 12 meters long and 3 meters high when resting on its landing gear. The high-mounted wings have a slight dihedral angle and a wingspan of 24 meters. The wings end with small winglets. The centralized fuselage is under the wings and houses avionics, camera and sensor systems, with a chin-mounted camera blister. The aircraft is powered by 2 forward-mounted PD-170 dual-turbocharged diesel engines developed by Tuzis Engine Industries, equipped with 3-bladed propellers in a tractor configuration. These enable the Aksungur to cruise at a maximum speed of 180 km per hour and carry a maximum payload of 750 kg to an altitude of 25,000 feet or ascend to 35,000 feet with a 150 kg payload. It is rated to stay aloft 12 hours as an attack aircraft or maritime patrol aircraft and 24 hours during signals intelligence missions. 3 hardpoints are situated under each wing for attaching external payloads, such as munitions or sonar buoys. Armaments include TB2, laser-guided bomb Mk-81, TB2, laser-guided bomb Mk-82, HGK-3, precision guidance kit, small diameter bomb and more. The Turkish Air Forces and Turkish Naval Forces each operate 5 Aksungurs. 2 were delivered to Kyrgyz Air Force recently. Algerian Air Force and National Air Force of Angola have also placed orders for the same. The Kratos XQ-58 Valkyrie is an experimental stealthy unmanned combat aerial vehicle designed and built by Kratos Defense and Security Solutions for the United States Air Force's low-cost detroitable strike demonstrator program. The Valkyrie completed its first flight on March 5, 2019 at Yuma Proving Ground, Arizona. The XQ-58 Valkyrie falls within the USAF's low-cost detroitable aircraft technology portfolio, whose objectives include designing and building unmanned combat aerial vehicles faster by developing better design tools and maturing and using commercial manufacturing processes to reduce production time and cost. The XQ-58 is designed to act as a loyal wingman that is controlled by a parent aircraft to accomplish tasks such as scouting, defensive fire, or absorbing enemy fire. It features stealth technology with a trapezoidal fuselage with a chined edge, V-tail, and an S-shaped air intake. The XQ-58 can operate as part of a swarm of drones, with or without direct pilot control, and can make conventional takeoffs and landings or be launched from nondescript launch modules such as support ships, shipping containers, and semi-trailer trucks. Kratos officials have said the company could produce 250 to 500 Valkyries per year at a unit cost of $4 million at an annual production rate of 50 aircraft, and possibly for less than $2 million if over 100 airframes are built per year. XQ-58 has a 9-meter length and 8-meter wingspan. The UAV can cruise at over 650 miles an hour and has a range of 3,500 miles. It has the capability to deliver a mix of lethal weapons that can be carried either in its internal bomb bay or under the wings. The Department of Defense has a plan to connect these unmanned combat air vehicles to F-35s and the new F-15Xs via encrypted data links to serve as support drones, an initiative known as the Skyborg program. That means the Valkyries would be able to engage ground targets on behalf of a manned fighter and potentially even sacrifice themselves to protect manned aircraft from inbound missiles. The General Atomics MQ-20 Avenger, formerly Predator-C, is a developmental unmanned combat aerial vehicle built by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems for the U.S. military. Unlike the previous MQ-1 Predator and MQ-9 Reaper drones, the Avenger is powered by a turbofan engine, and its design includes stealth features such as internal weapon storage and an S-shaped exhaust for reduced infrared and radar signatures. The current production version has an increased wingspan of 76 feet with additional fuel capacity, resulting in an endurance increase to over 20 hours. The high-speed, multi-mission Avenger ER is a long-endurance, medium to high-altitude, remotely piloted aircraft system that can perform wide-area surveillance, time-sensitive strike missions over land or sea, and a host of other challenging military or civilian missions. Avenger can operate at speeds up to 400 knots, at an altitude of over 50,000 feet, and 20-plus hours of endurance. Its wing hardpoint payload mounting capacity enables it to carry multiple sensors, while its internal weapons bay can house 3,000 pounds of precision munitions or larger sensor payloads. The Avenger has been cleared to carry the AGM-114 Hellfire anti-tank missile system, the GBU-24 Paveway 3 laser-guided bomb, the GBU-31 Joint Direct Attack munition turning conventional drop bombs into guided threats, and GBU-38 small-diameter bombs. In December 2011, it was reported that the Air Force had ordered an Avenger and that it would be deployed to Afghanistan. General Atomics has offered the Predator C Avenger to Canada as a contender for its Joint Unmanned Surveillance and Target Acquisition System Armed UAV project. The Boeing MQ-25 Stingray is an aerial refueling drone that resulted from the Carrier-Based Aerial Refueling System program. The MQ-25 first flew on September 19, 2019. On August 30, 2018, the U.S. Navy awarded an $805 million development contract to Boeing for 4 MQ-25A aircraft to be completed by August 2024. The program may expand to $13 billion overall and consist of 72 aircraft. MQ-25 will provide the needed robust refueling capability, thereby extending the combat range of deployed Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet, Boeing EA-18G Growler, and Lockheed Martin F-35C fighters. The aircraft is 15.5 meters long and 4.79 meters high. The wingspan of MQ-25 is 22.9 meters with wings extended. It is powered by one Rolls-Royce AE3007N turbofan engine, delivering 10,000 pounds of thrust. The Boeing MQ-25 aircraft has an advanced, customized remote I/O interface controller based from ATEC Defense Systems. The system is based on the ATEC AIREO avionics remote interface. On June 4, 2021, the first refueling test was conducted, with the MQ-25 providing fuel to an FA-18F Super Hornet. The mission lasted about 4.5 hours, with the two aircraft performing numerous dry or wet connects for more than 10 minutes and 325 pounds of fuel transferred in total. The MQ-25 brings the right combination of refueling, autonomy, and seamless carrier deck integration to meet the U.S. Navy's goals. The IAI Heron TP, also known as IAI Aton, is a multi-role, advanced, long-range medium-altitude long-endurance, unmanned aerial system for strategic missions. It is equipped with automatic taxi takeoff and landing systems, satellite communication for extended range, fully redundant avionics, and more. It was designed as a multi-mission platform to address local and international customers' needs and to perform a variety of strategic missions, including intelligence gathering, surveillance, target acquisition and reconnaissance, using various payloads, with a high level of reliability. IAI Aton features an all-composite airframe with a wingspan of about 26 meters and a length of 14 meters. Moreover, it has a twin-boom configuration and a Pratt & Whitney turboprop engine generating about 1,200 horsepower and can soar at a top speed of 407 kilometers per hour. The vehicle can reach heights above commercial air traffic of about 14,000 meters. Furthermore, it has a range of up to 7,400 kilometers, over 30 hours of flying time, and a towing capacity of up to 2,700 kilograms. Heron TP is well configured to carry multiple payloads in a large internal payload bay, universal payload attachments, and underwing hardpoints. A new capability supported by the Heron TP is maritime anti-submarine surveillance. Using magnetic anomaly detector and sonobuoys, the Heron can detect submarines underwater and track them at periscope depth. On such missions, Herons are launched from land bases but can be controlled from ships at sea. There is unconfirmed report that in 2009, in Sudan, several IAI Aton participated in the destruction of a convoy with Iranian weapons headed for the Gaza Strip. To date, the Heron TP has been acquired by the Israeli Defense Force, the Indian Army, the Hellenic Air Force of Greece, and the German Air Force. The Chengdu GJ-2, also known as Wing Loong 2, is an unmanned aerial vehicle capable of remotely controlled or autonomous flight developed by the Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group in the People's Republic of China. Intended for use as a surveillance and aerial reconnaissance and precision strike platform, the first prototype of Wing Loong 2 was unveiled at the Airshow China exhibition, held in Zhuhai in November 2016. Wing Loong 2 has long-range strike capability with a satellite link. The Wing Loong 2 UAV is an enlarged version of the Wing Loong 1 with a longer body of 11 meters and wider wingspan of 20.5 meters. It has a slender fuselage, V-tail, and ventral fin. Each wing has 3 hardpoints under the wings with the capability of carrying bombs, rockets, or air-to-surface missiles. A satellite communications antenna is situated on the top front surface of the fuselage, offering long-range data transmission between the UAV and the ground station. The UAV is powered by a turbocharged engine, driving a 3-bladed propeller, mounted at the rear section. It can fly for 20 hours and has a maximum speed of 370 km per hour. Wing Loong 2 UAV has a maximum payload capacity of 480 kilograms. It can contain bombs such as FT-10, FT-9 or GB-7 and missiles such as BA-7 or AKD-10. United Arab Emirates used the Wing Loong 2 to perform airstrikes against the government of National Accord in the Libyan civil war. An investigation led by BBC revealed that the UAE used Wing Loong 2 drones to fire Chinese Blue Arrow 7 missiles at a military academy in Libya's capital, Tripoli, in January 2020, killing 26 unarmed cadets. Wing Loong 2 UAVs has been supplied to People's Liberation Army Air Force, Algerian Air Force, Libyan Air Force, Pakistan Air Force, Royal Saudi Air Force and the United Arab Emirates Air Force. The BAE Systems Taranis is a British demonstrator program for unmanned combat aerial vehicle technology, under development primarily by the defense contractor BAE Systems Military Air and Information. Named after the Celtic god of thunder, the Taranis concept aircraft first flew in 2013 and represents the pinnacle of UK engineering and aeronautical design. An unmanned warplane, the Taranis is designed to fly intercontinental missions, and carries a variety of weapons, enabling it to attack both aerial and ground targets. It uses stealth technology, giving it a low radar profile, and is controllable via satellite link from anywhere on Earth. The project is led by BAE Systems, and also involves Rolls-Royce, GE Aviation Systems, Kinetic and the Ministry of Defense. The prototype, which had an initial development cost of £143 million, was unveiled by BAE Systems at Wharton Aerodrome, Lancashire, on July 12, 2010. The air vehicle is one of the world's largest unmanned air vehicles, having a length of 12.43 meters, wingspan of 10 meters and height of 4 meters. The weight of the Taranis is approximately 8 tons. The Taranis is planned to be operational post-2030 and used in concert with manned aircraft. The Bayraktar TB2 is a medium-altitude, long-endurance UCAV capable of remotely controlled or autonomous flight operations. It is manufactured by the Turkish company Bayraktar primarily for the Turkish armed forces. The aircraft are monitored and controlled by an aircrew in a ground control station, including weapons employment. Consistent with NATO ACE-3 shelter standards, the mobile GCS is equipped with cutting-edge sensors and control valves, allowing it to be set up safely in a short period of time. TB2 has proven its efficacy with over 500,000 of operational flight hours. Since 2014, it keeps carrying out missions successfully within the Turkish Armed Forces, Gendarmerie and the Turkish National Police. Bayraktar TB2 holds the record in the Turkish aviation history for endurance, with 27 hours 3 minutes, and for altitude, with 25,030 feet. It is powered by a single Rotax 912 internal combustion engine, developing 105 horsepower. This attack drone can carry a maximum payload of up to 150 kilograms. It can carry 4 MAMC or MAML missiles. These missiles were specially designed for UAVs and light attack aircraft with low payload capacity. These missiles have laser guidance and can engage stationary or moving targets. Turkey has used the drone extensively in strikes on Kurdistan Workers' Party and People's Protection Units targets in Iraq and Syria. Bayraktar drones were later deployed by a number of other nations around the world in various wars, such as by Azerbaijan in the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh War, by the armed forces of Ukraine during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, as well as by the Ethiopian National Defense Force during the Tigray War. The Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk unmanned aircraft system is the premier provider of persistent intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance information. The RQ-4 provides a broad overview and systematic surveillance using high-resolution synthetic aperture radar and electro-optical infrared sensors with long loiter times over target areas. It can survey as much as 40,000 square miles of terrain per day, an area the size of South Korea or Iceland. Each RQ-4 air vehicle is powered by an Allison Rolls-Royce turbofan engine with 7,050 pounds thrust, and carries a payload of 2,000 pounds. The fuselage comprises an aluminum, semi-monocoque construction. The wings are made of lightweight high-strength, composite materials. The Global Hawk is operated by the United States Air Force. According to the USAF, the superior surveillance capabilities of the aircraft allow more precise weapons targeting and better protection of friendly forces. Global Hawk has amassed more than 320,000 flight hours with missions flown in support of military operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, North Africa, and the greater Asia-Pacific region. The system provides an affordable and flexible platform for multiple sensor payloads to be used together, delivering mission-critical information to various users around the world. In July 2022, the U.S. Air Force announced that it plans to retire the Global Hawk in 2027.